Good morning. Welcome to Old Fine Sin. I'm Jan, and it's early like Sunday morning. I just went over and over in my head, what do I feel like talking about today? And nothing is clicking. And the only thing that's going through my mind is I watch a lot of foreign films, and I just find the acting is so much better in foreign movies. And I just watched this movie last night, and it was about love between two people. And it was so heart-wrenching. It was so good. And I can't get it out of my mind. I thought, this is the only thing I can talk about because I'm just so wrapped up in it. And it was about this love that couldn't be. Um, it just couldn't be a lifetime of them being together. Um, but it was a love that was going to be lasting for sure. And have you had that kind of love? Like you love this person so much, but you just can't be with them, or the circumstances just didn't work out. And you don't want to deny that feeling. You don't want to act like you didn't love that person. You want to honor that love. But you have to move on. You have to go somewhere else or do something different because of so many other different reasons. But it doesn't mean you don't love them, and you still love them, and you will always love them. Have you had that before? And it's just the circumstances, everything else wasn't in place, so it couldn't be. And that's kind of what I feel death is like. In Buddhism, they talk about death as a manifestation. It's when something goes away and all the elements aren't there anymore, and so a person passes on. And birth is when all the elements come together, all the atoms come together, and everything just fits right, and then a baby is born. And if things aren't right, then the child isn't born. And that's kind of what love is like. If all the elements aren't there, the elements for love are there, but all the other circumstances aren't there, and so it doesn't play out. And then we just have to accept it and just keep that feeling of love, and not forget it, and be grateful that we had that feeling, that love. And so that's kind of what Buddhism is that, sometimes all the elements don't come together. And sometimes they all come together for a while and then they leave. So, and then we have to accept it. And Buddhism is about acceptance. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I know it sounds crazy, but that movie was so good. It was so well done. It was French. It was a French movie. Okay, so let's sit and meditate on love for a little bit, or just nothing at all. Get back, sit back, relax, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Maybe there's something that comes to mind right off the bat, and you want to look at it for a minute, something about love. Relax your shoulders, relax your stomach, soften your eyes and your face and your jaw. Let your legs settle in, and your hips and your feet. Hopefully you can stretch your toes out a little. Relax your arms and hands. And just feel your breath for a minute. If you can, I'd like you to picture the most beautiful mountain you know of, or the most beautiful mountain you can imagine. I want you to see the shape the mountain, the peaks, the sloping sides, how massive and unmoving it is. Just gaze at that. Perhaps there's snow on top, or maybe trees lower. And sit and breathe with that image for a moment. Bring that mountain into your body. Imagine your head is the peak of the mountain. Your shoulders and arms are the sides of the mountain. Your hips and your legs are the base of the mountain. You are a solid presence where you sit. And as the hours pass, the sun casts some parts in shadow and some in light, and the mountain remains still. And as the seasons change, the calmness remains. As the snow melts in the summer, as the fall brings brilliant colors of red and yellow, and then the winter brings ice and snow. And again, that mountain continues steadfast and strong. And we can sit holding this image in our mind through all the changes in our lives. We have periods of light and dark and vivid color and drabness and darkness and pain, as well as savory moments of joy and happiness. And even our appearance changes like the mountains. And we can remain steady and stable and still like the mountain. The weather of our own lives needs to be honored and felt. And in this way, they have a lot to teach us. Much like the mountains have a lot to teach us, and more if we can come to listen. We must adapt to the seasons of our lives, just like the mountains. And we can learn and grow and heal. And so we sit together, the mountains and us, until only the mountain remains. Breathe in the beauty of that mountain and let it teach us what it can. Some winters are very harsh for us, but then spring arrives and the birds are singing and the wildflowers come up and the trees regain their leaves. And through it all, we continue to sit unmoved by the weather of our lives. Let us be as strong as the mountains. And we bring our meditation this beautiful morning to a close. And we will stand tall and strong through all of our adversities, reaching out for help when we need it. reaching out for love, all the loves that we've had in our lifetime. We carry with us in our heart. We never forget, ever. And when you're ready, you can reopen your eyes and come back, or you can remain where you are. It's kind of a weird feeling that movie left me with. And not weird in a bad way, but just different. And I thank you for listening to me because I wanted to share that. And I don't know if I shared it well, but I did the best I could. And remember, that's important. Just do the best you can. That's all you can do. So I will see you soon in your practice. Take care. Bye.